And the keyboard my extension cord. Hey guys. And I got on here and already talking. How y'all doing? I'm live again today. I told y'all I really like these lives because it allows me to be able to talk to you guys in real time. So, hey, my Juju Bees, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys feeling today? I just have spaghetti today, some homemade spaghetti. And I have some mango cranberry juice. It's so good. So we're going to continue to discuss Butterfly 3. Y'all know this is my favorite pastime. Reading and discussing is something that I do frequently besides spending time with my daughter and working. Okay. Hey girl, hey. How you feeling today or right now at least, honey? I said I'm gonna hop on here today. I was gonna get on yesterday. I was tired. I was so sleepy yesterday. I couldn't pull myself together. So I don't even remember where I left off at. And I know that's bad. But my book might be able to tell me exactly. I don't know if it just showed me the cover. See? Work. Because who said we had to even do that? Because like work is dumb. I'm just gonna go ahead. I like the fact that it pays the bills, but like, come on, I don't have to go every day. Dang. Like I really don't have to go every day. So I think I left off with Arya. I don't like if somebody could just pay me to be at home, I just would be at home. I just would be at home. Like, see y'all, like I don't have to go. I don't. Thanks, but no thanks. But I think I might have left off with when Arya went back to Issa to tell him back, and he tried to play her. Do you love working from home? Oh my God, I want to work from home. I'm so jealous. I want to work from home. Okay, Arya was leaving Issa. I want to work from home though, Zori. Can you see if I can work where you work, but from my home? Because I want to work from home. Because I can't take it. So Issa was leaving. Not Issa was. Arya went back to where'd she go back to? Flint to try to tell Issa back because she felt like at least she owed him an explanation like that she was leaving. She didn't want to just ghost him in the middle of the night. So when she got there, he didn't want to hear that. He was like, I can't believe you picking him over me. Like I just can't. I can't take that. So he told her he was trash. Like he just was being super childish. Like, come on, Issa, you gotta grow up a little bit. But he didn't. You know, like, nope, you trash anyway. And so she's like, okay, fine. And she basically was like, I would rather him say that than to not have nothing to say at all. Like for him to just be like, you know, for him to hate me or for me not to have an opportunity to tell him that I was leaving. So hold on. He was her, and you know a guy like Issa who lived his life in the streets and they never had no attachments to anybody. Because you don't never hear nothing about Issa, his mama, his daddy. He don't got no cousins, no uncles, no aunties. It's just his relationship with the crew. So imagine him falling in love with a girl and really giving up a part of who he is, who he identifies as, and now you about to tell me you about to just leave me for your brother. He like, girl, fuck you, because I don't like that. And I get where he coming from, but at the same time, Ain't never had a heart to Arya. Oh, and I understand where he was coming from because, but at the same time, I was like, come on, you gotta calm down. Like you gotta calm down just a little bit, or she walking away. You know, they both too high heads, so they both like whatever. So we went okay, so we talked about Mickey and Beans. Okay. I'm further along than I thought I was. We did the scene of Messiah and Morgan in the car. I love them. Messiah gets on my nerves, okay? He really do. But the moments when him and Morgan is on the pages together, like I be like, oh, like dang. But then when she ain't on the page and he on the page acting ignorant, I be like, boy, get yourself together. I want to go on the pages and whoop his ass sometimes. I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's when he was asking. He was asking that. I was kind of sad. So we talked about them in the car. We talked about so the next part I don't think we talked about is when Amik was sitting at front, knocked some sense into him. Sometimes I be wanting to square up with Messiah for like, come on, seriously, because we're not gonna keep doing this. We're just not. Like, you're not gonna just keep being this man. You're gonna have to go ahead and man up and be somebody different. Like, you're not gonna just keep on being this man that they talk all this negativity about, sir. Golly. But we did not talk about Amik being on Meek's being on Blue's porch waiting for Messiah to come home after he found out what he found out with Beans. So he was on the porch waiting for Messiah to get home. And of course, they talk about how they are so much alike, how they got the same cars, their cars hum the same, and how they both live by the same code. Like when you come down the block, you make sure you park on the street so that you can always get away if something was to happen. You don't come with your headlights on because you don't know who you about to run into, like all of that. But we know that Messiah feel comfortable with Blue, so he just rolled up on the street like a regular day. Like, I'm finna go on here, fuck with Blue and Savior, like I normally do. So he ain't cut his lights out, but he did park on the street. So when he walked up to the house, he saw Mickey sitting on the porch, and he like, any nigga ever surprised me got met with a bullet. You better quit playing hide and seek, bitch ass nigga. What's wrong with him? He can't help it. He just can't help it. So he said, only nigga hiding is you. And so he said, I ain't never thrown a rocket here in my hand. I paid Beans a visit. He like, fuck Beans and fuck you too, nigga. Like, ain't no issues around here. He was like, you want to kill me? Like, you pull the trigger yourself. He said, you breathe on Mo the wrong way and I'm gonna put you down. She get caught up in some stupid shit again because you all in your feels. I'm gonna look you in your motherfucking face and blow your head off. Now, to me, that was right. Like, you could say that, Mickey, because he got you fucked up. I probably would have said the same thing. I probably would have went over to Blue House and tried to shoot that motherfucker up. Like, hey, don't send nobody over here for me because you feel like you feel because I done came home and loved on your girl like you told me to do. Like, that would have been the other side of me. I probably would have felt like that too. But at the same time, Meek, he be handling Messiah and Morgan real light. He really do. And I love him for that. But Messiah, you ain't finna keep on playing me like no fool, okay? You're not finna keep on doing it. Sorry. You're not. Wrong is wrong. And Messiah, you be dead ass wrong sometimes, buddy. He said, what the fuck is you talking about? Mo always been good with me. And he like, that nigga Bean sent the shooter to the studio. He said, the hitters you paid to take care of me and everybody I love, he do handle them with love. But like you said, there is a limit. Like, he got to be able to draw the line. Like, okay, you want to wish harm on me and mine, so I'm going to walk. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. Like, I can't save you. I love his mentality because I think that's the type of heart that I have. But like, come on, Messiah, bro. Like, you're not finna just keep on playing me. You just not. You're not finna keep on playing me in my face like that. You or Morgan. No, no, and no. Sorry. But he said, you sent the hitters to pay. You sent the hitters to take care of me and everybody that I love. And I love her. Like, so that's why they went after her. He said, every nigga in the city know that shit. He said, I done spun more through every block in the hood. And you came for my head and they came for hers. Sorry. You know, I'm like, ooh, I wasn't even. And of course, Messiah probably didn't think of that because why would he? He don't want Morgan to love Miki the way that she do. He don't want that. Like, he want her to jump back on they team that they had together. So he ain't thinking like, oh, people gonna go straight for her because he loved her. That I'm sure that wasn't his thought. It don't make it okay, but I'm sure that wasn't his thought. So now Messiah, like, oh fuck, you know, like, damn. So Miki's so mad, he yelling. Cause he heated, like, y'all got me fucked up out here. So then Blue come out and say, like, hey, y'all need to calm down because right. I'm glad that they ain't go to Miss Maryland house first. I'm glad that Beans kind of went to the studio before he went to Miss Maryland because I wouldn't know what to do if Messiah would have been behind Miss Maryland died. I think if Messiah would have been behind Miss Maryland died, I think the book would have been over. Book's over. Messiah, I mean, I think Miki would have definitely killed Messiah right then and there. I don't think he would have waited. I don't think he would have tried to ease into it, sit on Blue's porch and wait for no conversation. Nah, I think he would have went straight for his head, as I would have. But Blue, like, y'all need to be quiet. Like, y'all gonna wake the whole damn block up. Like, y'all need to either come in here and settle this like grown men, or y'all need to hush out here because y'all too loud. He was like, I feel like he was salty. Beans was salty because he took that beat down when he called Morgan Moet and he couldn't swallow that. So in efforts to try to get back at Miki, like, I had since you tried to beat my ass, I'm off your bitch. That's what I feel like Beans was trying to do. That would have been the obvious choice, like or Meek first. Like, if he said kill Meek, everybody he loved, like, Meek could have been the first person to go. You going to Morgan was you being salty because you took the L in that living room. That's all it was. You just took that L in that living room. He whooped your ass real good, and now you couldn't take it. And so you was like, oh, I know a way I can get back at that nigga. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, he was a sucker for real. Like, period. And so after she came outside, like, y'all need to be quiet, Miki was like, my bad, Blue, you right. It's late. He said, you looking real cozy over here, boy. Like, you sure you even worried about Mo? Got that ass whooped. When he asked him, like, what was it you said you called her again? I couldn't. Hey, I was like, oh, shit. Like, oh, don't say it again. Don't repeat it. Like, don't repeat it, Beans. Shit. I was like, Easton, he was like, shit, man. You know, I was like, I was somewhere a week, like, oh, damn. When he laid down and asked him, like, what you say you called her? I would have been like, nothing. I didn't call her nothing. That would have mean I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say, because you ain't about to just be my ass in here like that. Like, no, you are not. Like, no, you are not. You're not about to just beat me up in the living room. He wasn't ready at all. And the crazy part about it is, if you read it, he was going along with it like he thought everybody was in. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm sure I bet you that bitch cold. Like, you know how we do, we slide bitches down. Here I go reading the book. Like, come on, Beans, be quiet, be quiet. And Issa ain't no help because he just kept on egging it on like that whole little scene. Beans ain't know what was coming his way. Said, why don't you go and get that bottle out the kitchen? I'm saying, let's have it. He like, oh shit, hell yeah. Like, Beans, you walking your ass right into a whole ass trap. Shit was crazy. See, that's the Miki I love. That's the Miki I love. Like, okay, then murder me. Same way I loved Mickey in that classroom when he was talking to Bash. But we're gonna get there, but that's how I feel. Like, oh, okay. Talk your shit, Mick. So now we go to Aria. She in the back of the classes in motherfucking session. I can't wait to get there. I'm about to try to fly through B3 just so I can get to that part because I feel like if I had never thought Meek was that nigga, that scene I did like, golly, he gonna be in the back of the class talking shit with the rest of them. I was like, oh, okay, Meek. I felt like I was right in the book, looking back and forth like, you have to get your ass and you don't even know it. Woo! Okay, sorry. So now we go to Aria, and she in the back seat of the Maybach with Navi, and of course she really don't want to go. Like she don't want to go. Of course we didn't already said that we feel like Nav was doing a little bit too much. Like I feel like if she was maybe 17, or even if she was a fresh 18, fresh in college, I would have understood. Not feeling like he had to, Navi feeling like he had to intervene. But she had to been about 23 because she was about to graduate from college, and she did all 4 or 5 years because she's older than Morgan. So, boy, you can't tell her what to do. Like, that's just enough. But that's the power of, I'm not going to say manipulation, but that's the power of it, though. Like, we've been together for so long. I took care of you. It's like the power of I owe you. Like, oh, you owe me. You always going to be indebted to me because I'm your family. And that is so not fair. Like, you can't put that on her because you had to take care of her, not because she wanted you to, but because of the lack thereof of she had of a father, both of y'all daddy going to jail, but whatever. So they in the back of the truck, and in the back of the Maybach or whatever, and he told her, like, you'll be safer back home, Aria, where I can see you, where I can reach out and touch you. She didn't respond, because you know, I'm like, boy, I don't got nothing to say to you, because you done came here and snatched me away from everything that I know. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I just started loving on the nigga after I made him wait for 2 whole years before I even decided to venture down this road with Issa. And then she started thinking like, well, damn, I wasted all that time. Like, if I had known that it was going to end like this, I would have probably divulged or, you know, went deeper with Issa when he first started sniffing around. She was like, but maybe I waited too late and now I missed out on my little thing, or, you know, my little love thing with Issa or whatever. So he, so Issa wound up sending her a text message, and the text message said, Ali, hey, Deanna. So the message say, Ali, you got me stuck, no lie. What you want me to do, Ali? I've been a goon. That's all I know how to be. I can't change that, but I still want you. He said, I ain't gonna let shit happen to you, Ali. Come home, man. You can't even answer my shit. Fuck it. Wasting my fucking time. You was never my bitch. Ali, you choose niggas over me. Fuck you. Now, these is all different messages. He done went through 85 different emotions in the time, because here I am sending you messages, or I'm calling you and responding like, Ali, you got me fucked up, man. I felt bad for my love. I felt bad for the homie. I did. So it said Aria was torn because her brother had been everything to her for so long, but she felt like, I'm an adult. I know, poor Issa. She felt like I'm an adult and I need to be able to make these decisions on my own. Like, you can't just come at all. Okay, but he was chasing him from Ali, like, bitch, you're not about to leave me. Stay on right here. And then when she want to answer, you know, all right, fuck it then. Like, I don't care. Like, I can imagine him sitting on the couch like, man, fuck, you know, but I'm gonna send this message real quick. Fuck. I can see it going all the way left with him. So she in the backseat of the car, she's like, excuse me, can you stop the car real quick? And I be like, oh, what, you need a break? And she said, I'm going back. I'm going back. Take me back to my nigga. I said, I know that's right, Ali. Like, I'm gone. I'm going back. He was like, no. No, she said, he said, you're not going back. Yo, my man keep dropping. She was like, no, I'm not going back to DC with you. I love you now. She was like, and you my brother, and I respect you and I trust you, but I have to follow my heart. My heart is pointing in the other direction. He said, your heart is going to get you fucking killed or fucking hurt. He's like, I taught you to use your head. I've seen plenty of good girls lose their lives over niggas like the one you trying to run back to. He's no good for you. You got to listen to me, or you're my responsibility. Something's going to happen to you on his watch. She said, and it'll be worth it. I'd rather die right now than to live the rest of my life without him. If I get a day with him and nothing else is worth it, so stop the car. Now, tell me what y'all think about that. Do y'all think that that's sensible? Is that what your mentality would be? Like, it's worth it. Like, I love him and I'm going to take the chance regardless of what it's going to be because he just moves me like that. Like, she was like, and it's worth it. Like, let me out. Let me out. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. And he said, I'm not stopping the car. She said, okay, fine. So she opened up the door and tried to get out while the car was moving. Like, oh, so you're not going to voluntarily pour this fuck over? Guess what? I'm going to get out on my own because I'm going back to my man because you're not going to hold me hostage. I'm sorry. So she said, let me out now, beat. I'm not no little ass girl. I'm going home to my man. So he said, if you do this, if you go back, that's it. I'm done with it. I'm not doing the sleepless nights, the back and forth, coming to bail you out when the nigga go upside your head. She said he would never. And then Navi said, until he do. You make this choice and that's it. She said, well, then it's been real, my brother, because my heart won't let me not love him. So she, of course, she said while she was crying. You said you going with your brother if Issa was one way to home. Like, I'm gone. You don't think Issa would take care of Arya though? Because I think he will. I probably would for me too. Hell, should I probably tell my brother like, oh man, I will pick back up later on. She said, you my family, you my brother, and I don't want to lose you. He said, I'm not into watching people I love self-destruct. And that nigga can't be around me. He don't think before he acts. So if you get out of this car, don't call me. Or yeah, I love you, but I know when to love from afar. She said, you can pull over at the next exit. He said, nah, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Arya was like, yeah. Like, get me out of here. I'm going back to my man. Y'all not about to have me. Nope. I'm going back. Let me out. Let me out. Like, let me out. He is wild. He definitely wild, especially when you think the book started with him shooting up the whole block. He didn't even know if his girl was in there. So that's definitely a lot. That's definitely a lot. So he was like, well, I'm not gonna let you be trying to figure out how to get a ride back to Michigan or whatever. You take the car and I find another way. He said, but I'm disappointed as fuck. Arya, you better than this. She said, back to Michigan I go. You know, I'm out. I'm going to get my man. I'm going to get my man. So she went back to the house or whatever. She knocked on her door. And when Issa got up and got to the door, he's like, the fuck is you doing here? And talking about walking your little ugly ass up in here like, this your crib. You lucky I ain't blow your head off. And so she said, shut up and come here, boy. So he ignored her. Like, he went and got on the couch and sat down and tried to play the game. You know, I'm like, because you got me fucked up. I done sent all these messages to you, little girl, and you ain't never respond. Now you want to come back up in here like ain't shit happen hours later. Like, girl, fuck you. I'm finna play this game. Like, I'm finna play this game. She said, oh, so you in your feelings. You just gonna ignore me? And I'm like, okay. So she said, okay. So she done picked up the bat. Well, first she tried to sit next to him or sit on his lap or something like that. And he didn't answer. So he didn't respond. So she done picked up a bat and then knocked it down. Now hit the TV screen with the bat. He like, what the fuck is you doing? You know, I'm like, come on, Ali. Damn. Like, what are you doing? He's talking about that shit signed as fuck. Shit ain't no toy. She talking some, oh, it's signed. Okay, you care about this bad, huh? You was just being a big ass baby and ignoring me seconds ago. Now you can speak. Oh, okay. He like, man, go on with that shit. Ain't you supposed to be with your people? You can't fuck with me. You said that. I'm over it. Take your ass back to your folk and get from in front of the TV. And they got 10 bands on this game. So she took the bat and that's what she knocked through the TV. She said, next time you better act like you see me when I walk in this bitch. He like, go home to your people before I knock your head off. She said, I fucking dare you. You know, I'd be like, because I'm not playing with you. She was like, I choose you, you asshole. Over my brother, I picked you. So now she crying and she like, oh, you know, I broke it down. Like, you an asshole, but I picked you instead or whatever. And so he hugged her. And she told him, like, he thinks that you bad for me, Issa. I've never fought with my brother. He's all I have. And he like, hey, he ain't all you got. Like, you got me. Like, you got me till they drop me, Ali. Like, come on. Like, it be like that rough side. You like, huh? Talk to me slick, but talk to me quick, but don't talk to me slick. That's how he used to be. He talking quick, but that nigga be talking slick too, though. But he like, you got me until they drop me, Ali. Like, I'm yours. So she cried or whatever. He says, you picked the nigga, Ali? Like, you picked me over your blood? She like, I picked you. And she said, is this gonna last, Issa? You probably like, I done made the choice, made this choice and put my brother on the back burner. Like, please don't let this just be a hoax. And so he said, as long as you put up with me, Ali. And so she said, I hate you. Like, I just hate you. And he like, nah, not tonight, not tonight. He said, I love you, Ali. Like, on some real shit. Like, I'll chop up some shit up over you, die behind you. I need you to know you ain't waste your pick. You gonna be my wife and I'm gonna put babies in you. And we gonna live, Ali. We gonna ball the fuck out and you ain't gonna never want for nothing. I'm gonna take care of you because you mine. So wipe your eyes, all right? You know, like, come on, I like crying shit, like everything is cool. Time I broke my motherfucking TV. Like, girl, like, I'm gonna break your motherfucker. Now I'm gonna break your little ass. And so she talking about break me, baby. I can't stand either one of them. So I know it took them 6 books to say it, for God's sakes. Like, it took them 6 whole books to even say that to each other. And so then they did what grown-ups do. Okay? Like, he asked her, like, who am I, Ali? She like, you the king, baby. He like, nah, Ali. And nigga ain't never want to be a king. I kill the kings. I chop niggas' heads off, baby. You know your niggas a goon. She said, the king slayer. Like, she got to find something to do. So they went and did what lovers do. I ain't gonna relive all of that for them, but y'all know what type of escapade that they both be having, and they both be having, especially since she was gone and now she back. So we go to so ever since the studio got shot up, Issa won't let Ali go back to the studio to do no dance. So he kind of like turned his basement into a dance studio for her and Morgan. So that's where they rehearsed it or whatever the case may be. So mind you, by the time book 3 start, Morgan hasn't really talked to anybody. She hasn't talked to Mickey. She only talked to Messiah that one time when he pulled up on her. Her and Bash are, I guess, tolerating each other, if that's what we're gonna call it. She decided to fake the funk with him in the efforts to try to save her family, okay? Because he blackmailing her. So, you know, she on the edge. So they both at the dance studio or whatever. She got the kids over there with her. And they kind of like playing in the living room. Playing downstairs in the room or whatever. So the song they dance to is the I'm calling you daddy. Daddy. So that's the song that they dancing to or whatever. So of course Morgan been kind of just like there, not really giving it her all like she normally do. It's like, you distracted or whatever the case may be. And so she like, I know, you know, my bad, my fault or whatever, just running back. So now Issa and Masari wound up playing with each other. So Issa kind of like roughhousing him, you know what I mean? Smacking him, he falling, you know, making him mad, he getting upset, like, you know, trying to, you know how they do dogs, basically, even though he's not a dog, but that's how they doing each other. Like he roughhousing him or whatever. He's slapping him or whatever the case may be. Like Masari getting mad. You know, I'm like, come on, man, because now Issa getting the best of him. And so Morgan like, I'm not with my son or whatever. He's like, Mo, shut up. Like, I got this. Come on. They jumping up and down on the couch, and she's like, no, Yali, you can't jump on the couch. She's like, go on with your stiletto gang wearing ass. They can fuck up these couches. Come on, Yali. Get on up here. I love the way Issa, you know, uncles them. So I know. I was like, don't smack him no more. Like when I was reading, I was like, don't do that no more, though. Issa, like, you don't gotta be that rough with him like that. Like, you don't gotta do that. I do love him with, but don't smack him like that, though. My favorite part with Issa is when he told Yali like, it's fuck nigga Fridays. How you saying that shit? Like, that's my favorite part. Like, come on, Issa, go. But he told Yali like, hop all over this bitch, little nigga. Like, fuck what your mama talking about. Like, your mean ass talking about. You can do that. You can hop up on here. So he hit like I said, sorry, with a pillow. And he like, hey, mama, him hit me. He like, quit snitching. Like, you got a man, not G, a nigga hit you, you hit him back. Ain't that right, Yali? And so he hit him again, and they wrestling or whatever like that. And so she's talking about he a big kid, but be careful with my boyfriend. I'm gonna beat your ass if he get hurt. See what and so he hit her with a pillow, and he Masari with a pillow. She like, see, you want me to fuck you up. And so they get the plan or whatever. And so Masari get mad. So he like, yeah, that's right. You don't let nobody punk you. And now he done got mad, slapped him in the face again. And now they're making that noise, you know, like he making that noise or whatever. And she's talking, my baby is not a dog, Issa. And he like, shut up, Mo. You gonna have my little nigga out here soft. His daddy already pussy, like, I got this. And that's when they was thinking that Bash was the daddy or whatever the case may be. And so and he like, Uncle Issa, stop it. Like, now you done got the best of me or whatever. And so Arya like, Issa, because now Masari crying. And Morgan like, that's enough. I swear, if you push my baby one more time, he got it, Mo. This is Issa. Like, this gangster business right here, and your crybaby ass ain't a gangster. And so when he said that, and walks Mickey, and Mickey like, she got hitters though, nigga. Don't get fucked up. Like, he don't play none about the gone. She got hitters though, like gone. Now, man, she ain't spoke to him since the last incident on the set, so that's kind of like refreshing for Morgan or whatever the case may be. And so when Masari saw me, he like, me, you know, I'm like, yes, somebody who can come say me. He like, him hit me. Like, him was hitting on me. And so he's like, did you hit him back? Like, he's like, He said, I'm gonna show me how hard. So then when he showed Mickey how hard he did it. So Mickey took the hand and slapped Issa across the face. She got hitters, period. Okay, she got hitters. Like, that's just it. And so when Masari hit Mickey, then Mickey slapped Issa in the face. He's like, come on, man, slap me in my face. Gonna be having me walking. You know, I'm light skinned and shit. Like, having me walking around here with handprints on my face like a bitch. Like, come on, we ain't finna do none of that. So, and he said, that's how you get niggas up out of there. He's talking about, damn, nigga, I should shoot you. He said, I should shoot the shit out your ass. You know I'm light-skinned, got your motherfucking handprint on my shit like I'm a bitch out here. Like, now he mad. Now he done got upset. He's talking about, you lucky your backup came, nephew. Like, I would have got with you if your backup didn't come. So, here go Arya. Okay. Like, let's get focused. So, of course, when Mickey come in the room, Morgan turns on. Like, her whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 was like snap, 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 snap when Mickey came in the room because she had to put on for her man. Okay, like when he wasn't there, it was just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just on focus. But when that nigga came through, I'm like, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. I'm about to do my best, 5 and 6 and roll. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I got it all. When Mickey come in, like, y'all not finna have me thinking I ain't finna hit this 1, 2, boom, cat. When my man come through. So then Arya, of course, noticed like, oh, okay. Like, I see you trying to put it on cause Mickey here. And so I think a Trina song come on or whatever. Mickey like, you don't think that's a bit, like, that's a little bit much for them, don't you think? So they wind up switching the song because Stepdaddy Meek like, this is inappropriate. This is inappropriate. So that's Ori like, okay, Meek, look out for your babies, boy. You better step. Like, I would period. Like, he gonna take care of his. So Issa's talking about slapping niggas behind their asses because ain't nobody playing about Morgan or her kids, the package that she come to. And so under his breath, he talking about like, that shit's ridiculous though, because you know the choreography, like I told you, she put on for her man, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 6 and 5 and 7 and 8. And so he like, come on, these motherfuckers. So they get up out and they go into another room and they go to like count money and talk about the whole debt that they owe Hawk now because of course the truck got robbed. So when it was time to go, Morgan like, come on, guys, it's time to go, whatever. So she go into the room. She tried to say bye to Issa, and she remind him that her graduation is tomorrow. But I think, well, we all know she was just doing it because she wanted Mickey to know that her graduation was coming up too or whatever. So she told the kids to tell everybody bye, give everybody hugs or whatever. And then Issa was like, all right, Mo, I see you, sis. And say, all right, I see you. You coming to my graduation, right? And so I don't know if he even answered because I don't think he wound up going to graduation. And so she told him, like, come on, sorry, grab your sister's hand so we can go up the steps. So Mickey was like, Mickey didn't say nothing. He just got up out of his seat and got her bags and helped her go up the stairs. And so she's like, oh my God, he hates me. Like, but the one thing I can say about Meek, and y'all know I hate the comparison game, but one thing I can say about Meek is he never lets his emotions or his feelings change the way he treats Morgan. Like, even though he like completely pissed off at her or he in another world when it comes to Morgan, he never lets the way that he feels changes the way that he feels, if that makes sense. Like, whereas like Messiah, when he mad, he's staying away. He don't want nothing to do with you. Like he been to told you all type of not all bad names, but been to stayed away or whatever the case may be. But with Mickey, what he feel, it always shows. Like she can always feel how he feels. Like she never can feel the disdain that he has for her because it always shines differently because he loves her and he always let that be the way that he leads, which is why I like Mickey too. Sorry. Which is one of the reasons why I like him though, because that's what he does to Morgan. Like I love the way that he treats Morgan. I just don't like the way that everything transpired, but that's a whole nother story for maybe later on. I don't know. So they go upstairs to go get in the car, and I think like they might have just like stood with each other like face to face for a minute, and she closed her eyes thinking like he was gonna kiss her, and before she could open her eyes back up, he was already gone to the other side of the thing. Because it was like, girl, yeah, I can help you, but it ain't finna be none of that. So then he went back downstairs. That is why he's everything. I know, Zoria, damn, I know. Oh, like, okay, dang. Huh. But that is it though. That's it. So Issa asked her, like, so you on it with Mo? Like, I thought she was falling back. He like, Mo for the games, like, and the nigga ain't got time. She'll drive a nigga crazy. If she got to go back and forth with it, it ain't mine. And so Issa was like, real shit, like back to this money, nigga. So that's when they was talking about the money that they owe Hawk and how they was gonna repay him. And Issa was like, shit, we could just always rob that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then let bygones be bygones. Like, no, boy, that's not how it go. That's not how it go. He was like, the shit is out of my hands. He's like, fighting over Mo. The shit put a nigga in a real bad spot. Like, you my mans, he my mans. Oh, no. He was like, you need to see if we can get with Messiah or whatever. He could be the one to help us get the money fast enough or whatever the case may be. He like, the shit is out of hand, G. You and him fighting over Mo. The shit put a nigga in a real bad spot. You my mans, he my mans. Fuck us supposed to do with a war between y'all. And then Amika was like, stay out of it. I just think that's the worst place to be. Like, I wouldn't want to be Issa while my best friends was going back and forth with each other like that. Like, I wouldn't want to be in the middle. Like, I really would want to be neutral. Like, don't even call me. I don't care what y'all got going on. Like, just call me when it's time for y'all to figure this shit out. But I don't want to be in the middle of that because that's an awkward place to be in. Because, like you said, I love both of y'all. Like, I grew up with both of y'all. I was getting it in the mud with both of y'all. So, like, no, I don't want to be in the middle of this family feud. I don't. I just don't. I really, 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 really don't. So I need to know how y'all feel about Blue. Somebody tell me how y'all feel about Blue. You love Blue, you hate Blue, you on the fence with Blue, you feel like she is irrelevant to the story. Like what you think about Blue? Tell me what you think about Blue. I hear so many things about Blue, especially in the book club. Like some people love her, some people hate her, some people on the fence, some people don't care either way. Zoria, what you feel about Blue? Deanna, what you feel about Blue? Whoever else is on this line, I can't see nobody else's name. Jean, what you feel about Blue? Because we're about to get into Blue, that's why I asked that. So Blue is, of course, at home. Yeah. So you still love her a little bit? Just a little bit? Like, I just love her a little bit now. I feel like she definitely crossed the line she shouldn't have, but, I feel like in some way, shape, or form, she was given that authority. So she thought. But okay, so Blue is a social worker. And she was flipping through her work or whatever. Messiah been kind of staying there. Messiah been staying there in between, I guess, his own home, because I guess he don't really want to be at his. I don't know why he stayed there. Like, boy, why you even go get an apartment if you was gonna stay with Blue the whole time? Like, you should have just went on ahead and moved in Blue temporarily. What I said, you don't like? Okay, Deanna, do you not like her at all, or is this a new dislike? So Messiah wound up coming up the steps and was like, what you doing? She like working. And he like, she said, I got a lady who's trying to get her kids back tomorrow. And I got to be a character witness in court on her behalf, just making sure I have everything together. Okay. So, but did you like her before she overstepped her boundaries? And so before he could even say anything, she was like, Messiah, I don't feel like hearing anybody's problems but my own right now. Like, and he said, nigga, this shit ain't one-sided. This ain't one-sided shit where I just dump all my shit on you, but you can't give me some of yours. Stop talking. Start talking. What's the problem? Okay. But did you like her before? So when he asked her, like, what's the problems? Go ahead and talk about it. She was like, well, Iman wants me and Savory to move to LA. He was like, nah, next problem. Like, nope, that's not up for discussion. So let's go to the next one. And so Blue laughed, like, just like that, huh? Like, I shouldn't even consider it. Okay. He said you can't consider it because I said no. Like, now what else keeping you up? This is another one of those things that I did not like about my Messiah. Like, you cannot control her life. Like, you basically are holding on to both parties. Like, you giving everything that you have. All her, man. She lost all her shit in before. I was mad at her in before. Like, come on, Blue. I don't know who told you that was okay. But yeah. So I don't like how he held on to Blue. Like, it was very, very unfair of him, selfish even. Yeah. Selfish even, because I feel like he was only concerned about him. He wasn't concerned about Blue. He wasn't concerned really about what his relationship with Morgan was doing to her. I really wish he would have just left well enough alone and let her go. Just let her go. I know it's hard because he felt like that was the only person that he had, considering everything that he was going through. But I do not like, I do not like how he handles Blue. But a part of that is Blue's fault too, because she needs to draw a line in the sand too and be like, no, sorry. And, it's taking her too long to draw that line in the sand. Because I wouldn't be. Because she always was. She always was there for him. So that's why he treated her like that. He was. We know he's selfish. He definitely is. But Blue allows him to be that way when it comes to her. She needs to draw a line in the sand, like it's a no. Like it's just a no. Because even this scene right here, when she was like, "Oh, I shouldn't even think about it," and she do, but okay. So I don't know if this is even in this. If this is in this scene right here, I don't know if it's in this scene right here. But when he asked her, like, what do you want me to be to you? Like, you ain't never asked me to do something for you and Savior, and I haven't followed through with it. So what is it that you want from me? That was Blue's opportunity to say, like, I want to see where we're going to go, or I want to venture into a relationship with us. If she wasn't going to take that chance to say that every single feeling she had for him, she should have put it in the bank and threw it in the trash after that. Because now you don't have a leg to stand on. He asked you. He gave you an opportunity to be like, okay, well, I'm kind of loving on you, or whatever however you want to say it. Like, yeah, she should have left. But the scene I'm talking about, I think that's this scene that I'm in right now. It happens a little bit after this. Like when she told him about the woman that was fighting for her kids back, she was addicted to drugs, and she was telling him how her addiction is still something that she struggles with on a daily basis, how she flicked the stove on. It reminds her, yeah, I think she wants him to choose her without her having to say, choose me. That's what I think. I think she wants to be the chosen one. She wants to be the chosen one without having to say, hey, I'm an option, choose me. She just wants him to be like, okay, it's you. And it can't be that. It can't really be that because he already chose Morgan. He chooses Morgan every single time. Like, so I feel like Blue is damn near her own feelings by staying around. He already chose her, and he chooses her every single time. Every chance he get, he's choosing Morgan. Maybe eventually he won't, but right now, and he'll never be a Noah. He'll never be a Noah. I love Messiah, but he'll never be a Noah, ever. He won't be able to do the things that Noah did or be the man that Noah was because he's Messiah. So, like, if you're looking for Noah, you just might as well keep it pushing because you're not going to find it there either. That's what I'm saying. So, like, Blue, I feel like she participated in her own heartbreak. I really believe that. I'm not saying that he didn't contribute, but she participated because I would have walked away. Like, I can't do this. After I would have lost that baby, I would have drew the line in the sand. You on that side, I'm on this side, and we only friends. That's it. So, she was talking about the lady, and she was saying, like, they trying to take her kids forever, and I'm rooting for her. But what if she gets her baby back and she goes back to getting high? Any little thing can make an addict backslide. So it's like, what happens to the kids if she messes up? He won't never be Noah. I know it. No, Deanna, don't start, okay? Don't start. What happens to Savior if I mess up? He said, that's why you want to move? Because you want him close to Iman in case you start using again? She said, I'm not saying I will. I don't want to, but it's certain shit that terrifies me, Messiah. Like, sometimes it's the smallest things that triggers me. That's what she was talking about. The sparking sound of the gas stove. She's like, it's just not as easy as it looks, Messiah. Just don't start talking about my boo. He's a troubled soul, okay? And we're not gonna talk about him because there's a lot that could be said about him, okay? It's a lot that could be said about him. She said it's not, but it's easy as I make it look. He said, I believe that, B. Like, I believe it. He said, it's hard as fuck. What you need from me to make sure that don't happen? And she said, nothing. Nobody can carry this but me. She's not a Messiah wife. She's a Mickey wife. She is not on my team. She is on the opposite side, Zaria. She is. And she said, nothing, nobody can carry this but me. And so he said, and apparently Iman, he's a good nigga, B, no lie. I fuck with Iman. I know that nigga love you. He's a good father to Sever. He do his job, B, but Callie, I ain't with that shit, man. Y'all can go. Y'all can go. And she said, I don't really need permission, Messiah. He said, the hell you don't? You trying to make it work with him, B, or this just about Savior? She said, I don't know, Messiah. Like, I really don't know. She said, we aren't really the same as we used to be. He couldn't even look at me after I told him I was pregnant by you. He's just now speaking to me again. I don't know what me moving there would mean, but damn, I don't want to be by myself forever. He's like, you ain't by yourself. Not passing out on Sundays. On Sundays after church. He said, you ain't by yourself. And so she kind of half smiled. And so Messiah said, I swear sometimes I feel like I should just, and she said, you should just what? And then he said, you the only one seem to appreciate the fact that a nigga back. Everything around me changed, B. But you're the same. You trying to move all the way to fucking Cali? I can't see that. Can't see me letting that happen at all, B. And she like, why? What am I missing here? You only what? Bye. She said, what am I missing here? Like, you got your life, Messiah. You have your plans. You know what you came back for. You want Ethic and Mo. And that's an entire family for you. She said, it's just me and Savior over here. What are we around for? There's nothing that is keeping me here. Which I don't really know. Like, I feel like before there was ever a Morgan and Messiah, what role did Blue play for Messiah? Like, that's where I'm trying to figure out. No, I was just laughing at time. I don't want to be no ho. Just a half of one, just a half a corner one. But what she is, and I just come on now with it, Blue. Like, damn, stop with all the little childish ass game. Just come and say what it is. She said, there's nothing keeping me here. He said, well, then lead in, B. If that's how you feel, pack your shit and dip. Like, it don't take shit for him to flip. It don't take shit for him to flip, though. He was first like, oh, you ain't gonna be able to go. That's the move that I can't leave. And then she was like, what am I missing? He like, fuck it. Leave, Blue. Get your shit and dip. Like get your shit and dip. Okay, Ethic is my husband in real life. We just gonna go ahead and put that out there. He is my husband. He is definitely my husband. Messiah is a strong runner-up, and then Mickey is like on the weekends. Like I might be a ho-ho. Okay, I just might be a whole one. Sorry, I just might be a whole one. Because Ethic, he is it. Okay, he's it for me. But when he said, well, fucking then pack your shit and dip then. And she like, so why are you so mad? Like everything isn't about what you need. I need things too. Save your need, not Mickey over Ethic. Zoya, we not gonna Mickey over Ethic. We is not gonna do that. You picking Mickey over Ethic? I didn't know if you picking Mickey over Ethic. So I can't. Okay. All right, Zaria. You just had to pull the rug from up front of me. You right. I mean, but she didn't technically sacrifice. No, like ain't no calling because I gotta be on the call too. But I don't think she really sacrificed her baby. I don't know. I don't think she sacrificed her baby. And like she was like, here, kill my baby, and I'm gonna get Ethic. I think it was just kind of like we're gonna have to talk about this another time too. But I just don't think that it was a sacrifice. I don't know if I will be able to marry the man who killed my child either. I don't. Right. Yeah. I don't think I would be able to marry the man who killed my child either. I just don't think I would be. Would I love the love that he gives? Absolutely. But I don't think that I'll be able to lay next to the person who murdered my child. He would have just been better off not telling me. Like, just don't even tell me. Just don't even tell me. So she said everything isn't about what you need. It still is, even all the way to now. Everything isn't about you. She's like, what about what I need? What about what Savior needs? So Messiah get in his pocket, he pull out a wad of money, like, what you need, B, huh? Like that. So he started flipping out a couple $100 bills, throwing her at her or whatever. Like, that's enough. So he kept on pulling them off. Zaria, he hasn't hurt her yet. The speculations that were made and before is gonna hurt her. And she's gonna blame him even though it really ain't his fault. So then he took the entire wad of money and threw it up in the air for Blue. She said, Messiah, I will hurt you. You know, I don't play with me, boy. Throwing money at me like you're crazy. She said, I'm a crazy motherfucker, so stop playing with me. Callie ain't the play. I know. If she was snooping in the office, she wouldn't have known. But then that would suck if they got all the way to years into their relationship and then she found out that he was the one. That would be even worse to me. I think that would be even worse than, like, I think that would be worse. So she said, Savior needs a father, asshole. You gonna be that? You gonna do that, Messiah? She said, he said, I'll be whatever you need me to be. Wait a minute. And so she said, and what about me? And he said, whatever the fuck you need me to be too. What you want me to be, B? Like, boom. That was your opportunity. She did need to know before they got too serious. I feel like she probably really needed to know before she actually found out. But yeah. But baby, that book 2 and 3 was rough when it came to her emotions, honey. I mean, it was rough. Yeah. Like, this was her opportunity right there to tell Messiah what she wanted. Right then and there. When he said, whatever you want me to be. And so she shook her head. He like, nah, don't shake your head now. Answer the question. Keep it a stack with me. What you want from me? I ain't never not deliver when you ask me for something, B. So what you want from me? Like, what you want me to be to you, B? Like, boom, that was it. Boom, right there. But now she don't want to talk about it. Now she want to get all shy, and now she want to go and throw caution to the wind. And throw caution to the wind like it wasn't nothing happening. Like, girl, that was your opportunity to tell him, like, I want to be whatever it is you want me to be. Yeah, but I think Messiah know, but it's like, if you don't tell me that, you already know where I want to be. She know that he didn't want to be with her and that he wasn't picking her. So a part of her is like, if he don't choose me, then what? You know what I'm saying? But if she would have put it out there, I think it would have been something different. But he still think like, shit, Blue, you my friend. Like, you my home. You somebody who keeps me comfortable. And so if you saying that you want to flip the switch and now you want to go from being my comfort to being my babe, like, you need to let me know that so I know how to move. Not Livy. I'm sick of Livy though. I don't really do too Livy too much. I don't. And that's sick. That's the crazy part. Okay, that's the crazy part. Like, Blue is committed to a man who is not committed to her. That's crazy. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to invest in a man that's not invested in me. Why? I don't want, and don't get me wrong, because I ain't finna try to shit on Messiah like he don't hold up his end of the friendship bargain when it comes to Morgan. I mean, when it comes to Blue, because he do. Like, he go to all of her AA meetings. Like, he made sure that he holds her accountable. Like, he do look out for the saving when he can. He pay all of her bills. Like, let's not to mention Messiah pays every single one of Blue's bills. You know what I'm saying? So he do hold up his end of the bargain. He just want to be laid up somewhere else with Morgan, which is pretty sucky. But yeah. So sorry, my mom was calling. So I feel like she should have said what she wanted in the beginning. Don't try to act like you want something from me now because you saw me give it to another girl. Like, nah, you was cool with us just smashing her every once in a while, me buying you a bag here and there. Like, don't try to act like you just want to be all of a sudden you in love with Mickey and now you want this relationship. Beat it, creep, because you was okay with just being an after club run through, honey. That's it. That's all it is. Because she see him giving it to the next one. I ain't too fond of Libby. So Blue didn't say nothing after they had that whole fiasco in the living room. And so when he said, "What do you want me to be to you, B?" and she said, "Nobody. I want you to go back to being nobody to me." Like that, to me, that was like dramatic. Like, B, why are you being so dramatic? Like, why are you being so dramatic? She said, "Lock my door on your way out." She bumped past him, rushed up the stairs, out of sight. Because Blue wasn't ready for that conversation either. Okay, keep that same jump off energy. Even though you had your money, you was doing your little thing, but stay. She is. Stay and jump off, Livy. Stay and jump off. So this is graduation day for Morgan. Okay. And she is at Ethics House and they get ready or whatever. The kids are there. She told, David, like, "Thank you for showing up for my graduation." She told Christiana, like, "Thank you for being there for my graduation, for being here or whatever. But I'm going to have to go ahead and get up out of here because I need to make sure that I make it to graduation on time. And I need to drop the twins off at Ethics House," she said. So he said, "I can drive you and the twins can ride to the ceremony with me." She like, "Ethic wants them. Do you want me to tell him no? Like, you want to be pushy? You want me to tell him no so he can tell you go to hell, or what it's going to be?" And she said, "I got it. You can finish breakfast with your parents and I'll see you guys later." So she go over to the house. She dropped the kids off at Ethics House. And she's like, "I'm home." And he's like, "Mo's here." And so he told her, like, "You look so beautiful." He's like, "Fucking college graduate." I'm like, "Dang, you made it." And so he said, Justine, Benny, and Raven is all smiling or whatever the case may be. She said, "Thanks, Ethic. I got to go, but I'll see you guys there." So when they get to the graduation, her and Aria sat in line talking to each other. She's like, "Can you believe, like, we did this?" She's like, "I hate to admit it, but I'm going to miss these days, like these times or whatever that we had here." And she like, "Yeah, me too." And then she's like, "It's Easter coming." She was like, "Well, I invited my brother." So they both can't be in the same room. So I don't know if either one of them is going to show up or whatever. And so she said, "But my brother didn't even come, so I definitely could have told Easter to come." And she's like, "Aria, I'm sorry." She was like, "You should come celebrate with me afterwards. Like, I'm having a little graduation party. We can celebrate it together." She was like, "We did this together, so it's only right that we celebrate together." And she was like, "I might have plans, but I'll try." Like, "Aria, girl, you ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got nothing to do." And she asked her, like, "Is Mickey coming?" And she was like, "We haven't talked." She's like, "How about we forget all of them today, Mo? It's not about them, it's about us. Like, we did this, we deserve to go into this day with a clear heads and proud hearts. Fuck Messiah, fuck Easter, fuck Meek, and Bash too. Fuck everybody except Ethic, because that's daddy." See, even Aria know, like, Ethic is daddy, period. So she said, "It's about us today. It's not about them. It's about us, Black girls, sprinkling Black girl magic across the stage as we get our degrees. I'm sashaying my pretty ass across that damn stage when they call my name. You write your big speech. She was like, I did. My stomach is in knots, so I'll be right back. Okay. So she go to the bathroom. Now, when she go to the bathroom, okay. When she go to the bathroom, he definitely daddy. So when she go to the bathroom, Messiah with his mannish ass, because he's so mannish. Of course, he follow in the bathroom behind her, and he like, shorty doo-wop. And she like, what are you doing here? And so he had like a blue box, like a turquoise box, a Tiffany box, period. And so he opened up the box, took the necklace out, and tried to put it around her neck. She like, Messiah, don't. You know, like, come on, we can't. Just please leave me alone. And he like, don't what, shorty? Like, don't what? And she closed her eyes or whatever, and tried to take a couple deep breaths. He said, it's from Tiffany's, your favorite store. I think you said it was. He's like, it's been a while since we had that conversation, but I don't think I forgot. And of course, her hand went to the necklace. It was a butterfly charm. She was like, I don't want it. Like, I don't want it. I don't want anything from you. And so he stepped back, I'm like, all right, like moving her braid from out the way and placed his lips to the back of her neck. Now me, okay, I would have been weak in the bathroom, like, ooh, child, like, come on, please don't do this to me in this bathroom like this, young man. Like, you gotta go head on somewhere. I'd have been somewhere through, okay? I'd have been somewhere messed completely up, messing with Messiah in that bathroom. And so, and she like, don't, I'm like, stop, like. Not you like Zales. No, you don't. You still like Tiffany. Go. You'd have been like, I like Tiffany, but just not this kind. Don't do that. You ain't gonna be picking those Zales over no Tiffany. When he would have brushed up against me in that bathroom and kissed the back of my neck, I would have been like, you know what? Let's just talk about this another time because I can't focus. So she like, don't, please don't. She said, I can't even stand the sight. No, she said, I don't want. Right, not Zale. She's talking about, I don't want shit from you. Stop coming around like things are good between us, Messiah. Like, I can't even stand the sight of you. He like, I know. Like, I know. He said, but you're going to end up fucking with the kid anyway, so you might as well stop playing tough, shorty. Like, you just might as well just stop. So she was mad at the fact that he was being arrogant because Messiah know he that nigga for real. And I mean, it don't probably help his situation in many times, but it is what it is. So before she could catch herself, she spit on him, okay? Right dead smack in his face, she spit on him. Now, Morgan, I get it, you don't want to fuck with the kid, like you ain't trying, but don't spit on me. Don't spit on me. I would have been I probably would have choked the shit out of Morgan in that bathroom. Like, hey, don't spit on me. I don't care what you feel about me. I don't care what I did. Don't spit on me. Don't. Do not spit on me. Right, but don't spit on me, though. Don't spit on me. So at first he was mad. Then he went from mad to being amused. Nothing about Morgan disgusted him. She was so out of line. Like, don't spit on me. Like, do not spit on me. So he licked it off his lips because he's disgusting like her. He licked it off his lips. Like, because though nothing discussed him about Lil Morgan. He said, let me tell you something else, wet shorty. Like, come on. Don't talk to me like that in this bathroom. Don't. Do not. Him and all of his mannish ways. That nigga said, let me taste something else wet. That nigga said, let me taste something else wet. Because that's nasty. That really is nasty. The fact that he licked it up was even more nasty, but I won't keep going on with that. So she turned red, of course, because she blushed in like, oh my God, please somebody come and stop this because we can't let this go on. And before she knew it, he put his hand around her neck, forcing her against the wall, and her eyes listened to the ceiling. You know, stop gagging. Stop gagging. It's over. Stop gagging. So he done choked her up against the thing, and she put her head up or whatever. And next thing you know, he done pulled her garments to the side. Boom, he done slid on it. Okay. Basically, now look, of course, a lot of people was feeling like this scene was like borderline him taking it against her will. So they was calling it the R word. And what y'all think? Yeah, I think it was the R word. But they wind up getting everything going on. Like her boyfriend was sitting on stage waiting on her while she was in the bathroom with Messiah being a whole whore. But I mean, she was caught up in the moment, like he was caught up in the moment, and boom, like he filled her up, did what he had to do, as if no time had ever passed in between them. But instantly, once it was all over, she started feeling bad. He started feeling. Me either. I don't think it was the R word. She started feeling bad after it happened. He was feeling bad because it just felt awkward between them. Okay, it's giving you R vibes. Okay. But she could have said no. She went right along with it 2 times in the bathroom. 2 times. She let that man get on his knees and wipe up his mess and everything. So ain't no R word in there. Ain't no R word in it to me. Anyway, so she was like, this is a mistake. And so he said, I'm real proud of you, Shorty Doo-Wop. Like, I'm real proud of you, whatever the case may be. She said, everything feels so different. She told me, like, you waited too long to come back for me, Messiah. You're too late. Like, you're just too late. You know, like, this is just too late. So he went on ahead and went down under and cleaned it all up. And so then they was done. So Arya came knocking on the door. Yeah. But she went with me though. And at this time, that wasn't her boyfriend. He wasn't never her boyfriend. I mean, you know. I mean, he ain't care, you know, in the bathroom, you know, the thought of it might, oh, well, you know, the made me know that my baby done got a little thing tested out. They weird. Like, it's weird. But so, yeah, too close for comfort. So Arya wind up knocking on the door like, Morgan, like, it's almost time for us to go ahead and get ready. Like, what are you doing in there? She's like, are you okay? He's still down there giving her service. She's like, stop. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. And so she's like, Messiah, you gotta stop. And he's like, yep, just like that. He's like, most some things don't never change, Shorty. That would have been me. I know this is bad, but I would have been in there like, help me, Lord. Like Morgan. So she pushed him away. She tried to get herself together. And this nigga comes talking about head of the class like a motherfucker. Like, go home. Get out of here. Why have you even got me here doing all this? So he said, enjoy graduation, Shorty. With the strawberry? Mm-hmm. 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 So she unlocked the door. She's like, we gotta go, Mo. Like, she ain't say nothing. She ain't ask no questions. She just kind of like, okay. And she said, I'll be right out. Just give me a few minutes. And then he walked out and she was like, oh my God, like, what the hell am I doing? So she get on stage and she can't pull herself together, okay? She's shaking, she's rocking, her mind going 100 miles an hour. She like, what am I even doing? Like, he done came and just ruined my whole thing. Now, mind you, Morgan is the valedictorian. She either the valedictorian or the salutatorian of her class. Like, she about to give a whole speech, okay, during graduation. So she in the seat, she can't put it together. Arya looked over her ass like, are you all right? Like, She don't answer. Morgan couldn't breathe. So in the middle of the graduation, she get up and she run out. So she get her phone. She's trying to call him because it's the only number that she had for him that's still saved, but it's going to voicemail. So she can't get no call from Messiah, no answer from Messiah. So she drive like, forget it. I'm about to just go to the last place where I think he might be. So she go to one of his trap houses or whatever. So when she go to the trap spot, she do. She definitely be dramatic. Because I wouldn't have left my graduation where I was supposed to get no valedictorian speech for nobody. For Messiah, for Amik, for Bash, for Ethic. I would have finished out my graduation. And then maybe right before my graduation dinner, I'd be like, could y'all give me a couple of minutes? I got some business I got to take care of. But I wouldn't have walked up out of my graduation like that. Like, nah, I wouldn't have did all that. But that's Morgan. Like, that's Morgan. And that's all the dramatic antics she always has. So she pulled up to the trap spot or whatever. She parked her car, and before she could even get herself together, she heard him park her car and ran over to him. And that's what I'm saying. Like, she the whole valedictorian. Like, girl, you wasn't just a regular graduate in the class. Like, you was about to be up there giving these people some motivational speaking about how good you did. Yeah, but she would have had another chance. She probably would have been able to go in between the graduation dinner and the graduation. Like, girl, don't walk up at your graduation for him. Like, I love him, but don't do it. So, just don't do it. So, well, yeah. You're right. Bash couldn't follow her because she ran. He had to stay because he was the teacher or a teacher's assistant, whatever he was. So she get out of the car, she run up on him, and she kiss him. Passionately, aggressively. Right. With his, I can't stand Bash. Every time somebody says something, I can't stand his ass. I can't stand him. I just can't. So she went over to him and she kissed him. And he like, you know, about okay, girl, like what's going on? He's like, what you doing here, short? I don't know. Like, you know, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. And so he told the dudes, like, go park the truck in the garage and lock the shit down. Like, I'll meet back here tonight. I'm gonna text you the details. Be ready. I cannot stand him. I can't. I just can't. He just do something to me. First layer of skin, it just make me itch. So he told him, like, park her car in the garage, like, and I'll come back and get it later. He like, come on. So she get on the back of his bike and they take a long ride, maybe an hour outside of the city or whatever, so they can go to this hotel room or whatever. So when they get off the bike, Morgan is like, I need to keep your gun in my bag. And you know, I'd be like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And he like, I've been around you since I've been back. Like, so what's the big deal? And she was like, never alone. And to Messiah, that was like a slap in the face. Like, not only a slap in the face, but like, damn, do you really think that I would cause harm to you? Like, I think that was a little bit too far for me. I know what it seems like, and I know how Messiah painted the picture of what was going to be done to her family or to Ethic for that matter. But I don't ever in my life think that he would intentionally hurt Morgan to the point where she got to feel uneasy with him with that gun. Like, girl, you just be trying to find a reason. Like, you just trying to find a reason. But okay, fine. So he said, it's your world, shorty. But like, when you fear him, what you scared of? Like, what you scared of? The unknown, maybe? Because even if he don't got no gun, he bigger than you. So if he wanted to do something to you, he could do it without the gun. So he said, it's your world, shorty. Like, you hold all the power. So he gave her the gun, and then she was like, the other one too, because of course he keep another one in his ankle. So they went on, he went on ahead and gave it to her, and so they went inside. They went inside of the room, and got a room or whatever. And so when they got inside of the room, he sat on the bed and she stood by the door. He was like, I ain't gonna bite you, Mo. Like, and she said, are you sure, Messiah? Because I barely know you. I guess. I don't really know. Like, I feel like, girl, what you really scared of? I don't know, because I think, and that could just be the naive side of me for real. Because I feel like, you know how he loved you when he did love you and how he loves you now. Like, he ain't gonna do nothing to you. And I feel like if any harm was going to be done, he could have did it already. Like, he didn't have to wait until he got you by himself. He didn't have to wait until you knew he was back. He had been lurking around for months before you even knew he was alive. So if he was going to do something, it would have been done already. I don't try to play him out like he was just going to come back and wreck shop on your life. He minds and I'm going to stick beside him. So don't come to him like that. And so, she said, I barely know you. He said, nah. Everybody outside of these four walls barely know me. You know me, Mo. He said, what you doing here? You pulled up on a nigga, like, what you want, shorty? And she said, I don't know. He said, let go of the door and bring your ass over here. You know, like, just come on over here. And so she said, don't tell me what to do. Like, it's been a long time since you've seen me, so I know you don't know, but nobody tells me what to do. He said, you let the fucking door go, didn't you? Now bring that shit over here so I can finish eating. Oh, the mannishness of this man here. So she let the door go. She went on over there. And he's talking about, damn, shorty. So then they commenced to do what lovers do. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna say what lovers do, but what people do. So she wound up seeing, I think, all of the tattoos on his face. So she saw a tattoo on his neck that had two M's, one inked on top of the other like a logo, branded on his body like she was the last woman he would ever be accountable to. Like he didn't have the rest of his life to find another one who would dislike the imprint of Morgan on his skin. The fact that he got a Morgan tattoo for every time he think about her on his body is crazy to me. He said, so why did you pull up on me, Mo? She said, I don't know. He said, you know, shorty, you know, like, don't do that. You're supposed to be walking across the stage right now, but you here. Why? And she like, because he said, you know how my patience is set up, Mo. So because what? She said, because Messiah, you came back. And now she crying. Like, and what took you so long? And she like, it's been 2 years and you just show up. She said, you should have left me alone. Like, you should have just left me alone. He said, I can't, shorty. He said, I'm sorry. I'm a reckless ass nigga. But I'm your reckless ass nigga. He said, and you a spoiled ass brat. And she said, but I'm your spoiled ass brat. Like, I be like, see, like when they on the pages together, it just runs like smooth silk. I just be like, oh, Eminem from back in the day when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore. Like, that's how I be feeling when I get back to the old. When I get back to the old them. So it be cute or whatever. It do be when they be on the page, but it's a lot. It is a lot to expect for Morgan to just act like the 2 years that happened didn't happen. Like, especially when him not coming back with the explanation. Like, he don't come back with a whole bunch of explaining. He really doesn't. When he really should have came back with a whole book full of explaining, because he had stuff to explain from beginning to end, but who knows? So he said, I missed this shit, shorty. So then they do what grown-ups do. She said, you back, Messiah. Every inch of me belongs to you, Mo. He told her to lay down. Then they proceeded to do what lovers do again. But even at the same time, she was kind of like crying. It was just it was a lot. It was a whole lot. Right. She don't know he the Insta stalker. She don't know about Woozy. She don't know about the cancer. She don't know that Blue was there while he was going through chemo. She don't know about that baby that Blue. It's so much. And when she find out, it's gonna be all hell. I mean, all hell. Even her finding out that Blue knew where he was at, that's gonna be rough. I honestly don't know. I don't think that nothing. I don't think that Morgan is gonna be able to bounce back if all of that information is revealed. I just don't. Because that's a different level of betrayal. Like, if I was Morgan, it'd be a hell no for me. What? When she finds out, when Ethic find out what? About Woozy now? Or about Blue and the baby? Zora, when you say, let's talk about what she finds out about me, what you mean? Like, you talking about at the end of before? Yeah. See, this is a lot. And I almost wonder if, yeah, I almost wonder if Ashley even gonna write all of that in. Like, do you think she's gonna make him reveal every single secret or unspoken thing that he has? Like, do you think that that's gonna be something that's gonna come out? I know you say she better, but I don't know. Maybe she will because it's gonna be a B5. But I wonder if she even gonna, because if she do that, I think Morgan will be single. I don't think she would be with either one of them. I don't want to have 6 books. So I don't know if I want to keep reading about Morgan's indecisive ass shit. That's what I'm saying. Unless she gonna make book 5 as thick as book 4, then I don't know. But now I'm stressed out. It would be. It would be. And the thing about Meek is they're going to be honest. He ain't going to sugarcoat it for her. He going to give it to her exactly how it is. Like, I loved you raw. Like, I loved you just for you. I didn't pursue you because of him. I pursued you because I loved you. Like, it wasn't nothing he told me to do or not to do. But you know, at first it's going to be hard because Morgan going to feel like they tried to play her. She going to feel like she was on the outside looking in on some sick ass joke they had going on. Right. I'm gonna write my own at this point. I'm gonna write my own. That's one thing I hate about Messiah. Like, you can't throw somebody up under the bus. Don't nobody never throw your ass up under the bus, boy. But yeah, I know that's neither here nor there. Like, that's just, and then who knows how long B5 is gonna take to come. That's another thing that's gonna stress me out. Yeah. We know she should know him better, but we know how dramatic Morgan is. And then for real, like, it's gonna turn into so much because she gonna be like, Meek, you knew where he was at and you didn't tell me. She also gonna be like, you knew he had cancer and you didn't tell me. Like, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. If it come out in 2027, I'm going to Michigan personally to talk to Ashley, period. Because I'm not waiting until 2027. She gonna have to see me before then. Are you serious? Deanna, don't say that. Please don't say that. Because I don't care nothing about Bloom if I can't figure out what's happening in Butterfly 5. He didn't try to tell her what he tried to tell her what, where he was at or that he was dead. Don't start making up stuff. Zori, don't write it all caps because I feel like you hollering. I feel like when you write it all caps, I feel like you hollering. Quit hollering. Don't holler. Don't holler. Don't holler. Don't holler at me, friend. Yeah, they all tried to tell her, but she was emotional breaking. I don't want to hear none of that. I know you did too. I know you don't be hollering at me. I was all orchestrated by Messiah, but in a way that he was trying to leave her with something. Y'all making me sad talking about my husband like this. He did what he thought was good for her. It probably wasn't, but he did what he thought was good. If he would have never came back, this would have never been an issue. But he said, "Yeah, right. Y'all ain't about to finish life without me, nigga. Sorry, I'm back." Like that's how he came in. So she noticed another tattoo that he had of her that said the words "do up" on the inside of his arm. They tried to tell her that Messiah was dead and that he had left her. Remember, he left her his house and some money. But when she was in Walmart, remember when she saw Mickey in Walmart and Christmas with the Okafors? And he was trying to talk to her, but she was like, "No, I don't want to hear it." And she walked away. And then Ethic was trying to tell her one time too. I think this one might have been in like the invitation. When they were sitting on the couch, she was like, "Well, if you know so much, then how do you know? How come you don't know that I'm about to marry him?" And he was like, "You about to what? Like, I'm about to marry him and his family's planning a wedding." She was trying to say it then too. So they both did try to tell her that he was dead and that he loved her and that it was a lot more to what was going on, but she just didn't want to hear that. She didn't want to hear that. And I think Ethic was trying to tell her that he was back by that time, like that he was, so that she wouldn't be shocked, but she didn't want to hear it. She kept on saying she couldn't take it and it was just too much for her. The dramatics of Morgan, they kicked in. Mm-hmm. Those dramatics of Morgan. So she told him that she had to go and I can't leave and I can't do this. He said, "I didn't come back for this." And that's when he told her, like, that's when he tried to break it down to her and tell her, like, well, she tried to get her panties and he said, "Nah, nigga, these on me." She's like, "Nigga, give me back my underwear." And he didn't, like, and I'm not. She told him that he should have stayed gone. I was moving on. I was putting things back together. He said, "I just want to be a part of your important days, shorty, like a part of your life, a part of you like I used to be." And she said, he said, "Today was too much, my bad. Like, I know we ain't there yet, but shorty, it's been 2 years. I think a big guy get hard every time he see you. Mo," he said, "that thing so sweet, shorty. I just wanted to text you." He said, "Every time I see you, Mo, I want it." And he said, "You feel that?" And so she felt it. He said, "I don't want to fight you, Mo. Like, I just want to fuck you, shorty. I want to love you and fuck you. That's it. Like, that's all nigga trying to do. Like, that's all I'm trying to do." And then they did a little bit of halfway grown up in that grown-ups do. He said, "Now stop talking all that shit enough for me, shorty. Like, make a mess so I can clean it up." And then they get to doing all that stuff again. And I think that she might have said something. She said, "You disgusting," because he took his fingers and put them in his mouth. And she said, "You don't know who you eating after." Because now she's trying to bait him. You know, like I'm trying to make him mad, see if he gonna get upset or whatever. Because then he was like, "Be careful, shorty. Be careful, because that's a trigger you ain't trying to pull." She said, he said, "I swear you love to send niggas up out of here over you." And so she said, "You left for 2 years." Now she done flipped out. "You left for 2 years. Where were you when I needed you? There's so many days I needed you, and now I don't anymore." He said, "You didn't need me, Mo. Look at you. Like, you a big girl now. You graduating, you living, she like getting married, Messiah, and fucking your friend on the side. Like, why you have to say that?" She said, "I thought she was dead, and now I'm getting married." He said, "Yeah, you want me to kill a motherfucker today, short. Like, that's what you want me to do. You want me to go ahead and put Meek and Bash out their misery. That's it. I know. I see it. You know, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it." And she said, "You left me." He said, "I ain't worried. You can't marry a nigga that's no longer breathing." She was too. See, and you got to give him his props because he was real calm. Like all that shit that Morgan was talking in that hotel room, he was real calm. You know, but all right, all right, all right, all right. And so she said, "You left me." And like he said, "Oh, I ain't worried because you can't marry a nigga that ain't breathing." And she like, "Messiah, you know, I'm like, huh. So you gonna murder every man I ever met. And of course, that's when she went to defend the Bash or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, pretty much." Like, "Yeah, pretty much." She said, "How long did you expect me to wait? You never even called." You never even called. He said, "I had shit to do to get in order, Mo. Shit to handle." She said, "Shit that took 2 years." He said, "Yeah, Mo, the shit took 2 years. 2 long ass, hard ass years. I wasn't out fucking with no hoes. I didn't move on. Every day I was on my shit so I could come back to you, for you, so I can get right for you." She said, "You too late. It's too late." And he said, "How you let this happen, shorty?" She said, "How I let this happen? You know, I'm like, nigga, the nerve. How you let this happen?" Um, she said, "Bash was there for me, Messiah. He ain't the best man. He has his ways." Ooh, and if you would have said that, you and him would have probably came up missing right then and there. Right then and there. That would have ended it all. He would have snapped right out of that nice roll and went snap. Your neck would have snapped, and then Bash would have been the one that was left. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what would have happened. Because you would have tried his patience too hard like that. I mean, too hard. And he like, "Bash, the fucking corny college boy?" She said, "Yes, Messiah, the corny college boy. You disappeared and he didn't. He was solid. And on days when I felt like I was taking a razor to my wrist, he would show up out of nowhere. We talked, we went to the movies, he cooked for me, we read books together. He was my friend. He saw through the depression. He welcomed me into his family. He helped me with my homework while raising 2 babies. He put in the time aside with the space and opportunity you gave him." Um, So, of course, she said she couldn't believe she was advocating for Bash because he didn't already slapped her up twice. She said, "I think about what would have happened that day if that girl never showed up at your house that day. I think about it every day. When would you have killed Ethic? Would you have killed me? Easy. B." She definitely did. I was about to say that. And you know what? Me and Deanna was talking about that the last time we read it, how many times it was brought up that we never really noticed, and that was one. Like, I just read it. When I just read it, I was thinking like, damn, that was a dead giveaway. But she said, "How would it have all gone down, and would I have seen it coming?" And he said, "No, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have seen it coming because I'm good at that shit. You wouldn't have known shit until everybody was in the dirt. You only know because I told you the shit. Because I loved you too much to keep hiding it, Mo. Hitting you was never an option, shorty. My issue was with Ethic. Day one, I saw you. I wanted you, shorty. You was young, no. And I knew what it was, what I was there for, so it wasn't even an option." He said, "But your ass kept chasing it, kept chasing me. You kept begging me to pop that shit. And when I did, it was over. You got in my head that night at the falls, and then I fucked with you, and everything changed. I couldn't figure out how to touch Ethic without tearing you apart. Then I started questioning if it was even worth it in the first place. Ethic was more of a brother to me than Mazan ever was. He said, but there was pressure on me to make that right. Either I made it right or somebody else was going to come through and make it right. But somebody else might not play fair. Somebody else might touch you or be or easy. I was never touching you, though. Touching you was like touching myself. I had to give him his props right there because that was a lot coming from Messiah, even giving her that tidbit of information. And like he said, I was sent there for an assignment, and your ass was kept on bothering me until I popped that shit. And once I popped it, it was done. Like, oh, well, damn, we're going to have to figure it out. But can you imagine the years of manipulation that he was put under with Bookie with his sick ass? Because I can't stand him either. But the years of manipulation that Bookie had on Messiah to even make him consider that, you know what I mean? He killed his mom in front of him. Like, it's just traumatic. So she said, I gotta go because everybody was calling her because it was time for her to go to the graduation party. He was like, don't marry him, Mo. And she was walking out the door and she said, there's a part of me that's going to always wonder what we could have been, Messiah, but there's also a part of me that will always wonder who I could have been if Mazan had never come into my sister's life. If my daddy and my mom and Raven were alive, and if I had them, when I look at you now, I see them. I don't know how I didn't see him in you before. The anger issues, the quick temper. I've always been afraid of him, Messiah. She said, I used to be extra good when he was home. Try to be extra nice to him so he wouldn't get mad and blow up on my sister. He thought I liked him because I used to pretend to try to keep him in a good mood so that he wouldn't hurt her. I was terrified of him. Yeah. It's like I'm a little ass girl again, staring at her, pretending that my heart isn't in my throat. I'm afraid of you now, Messiah. And he said, you know, I wouldn't hurt you, Morgan. And that's how she knew he was serious, because he said her real name. She said, that's the problem, Messiah. I don't know that at all. He said, I'm trying to fix shit, though. I swear to God, Shorty, I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make it up to you. She said, Messiah, you know, like, huh. He kissed her forehead, and then she went to the door. And of course, she was trying to think like, oh my God, I should just give in. And her cell phone rang again. She's like, what am I doing? She said, I have a man. No, he said, she said, I can't do this. He was like, and I can't not do this, Shorty. So what we gonna do? I'm ready, Mom. I'm ready for you, ready to do whatever I gotta do to make it right. To be your man, Shorty. She said, I have a man, Messiah. And she wasn't talking about Bash. She said, and I ain't shit because I'm here with you. He doesn't deserve this. I gotta go. She don't. She do not. Like in book 3, she was just as lost as a puppy. Like she didn't know. He said, yo, Shorty, before she left. And so she said, just let me go, please. And he said, I'm gonna let you go. You got a wedding to plan and all. He said, but yo, while you at it, plan a funeral too, Shorty. He said you're gonna need a black dress that day too, because that's the day I watch you walk down the aisle to that lame ass nigga. It's the day he takes his last breath. Period. Like, sorry, you go ahead and buy your church dress, the blackest black dress you can, because the day I gotta watch you marry him is the day he got to go, and that's on period. That's just on period. All right, so I will stop right here because I'm tired. But I am going to get back on her tomorrow because tomorrow's Thursday and that's Friday Junior. I'm gonna get on here tomorrow, and I'm definitely gonna get on her Friday because I'm gonna do my nobody, because he can go today. You hear me? Today. Like I'm begging you, Messiah, go see about that man right now. Right now. What's your favorite song gonna be for a playlist? What song? Okay, Shot Fridays. Shot. We having Shot Fridays. What y'all drinking on Friday? It's a song on there called Funeral. Girl, I'm finna go to the playlist because I need to know what you talk about. It's a song on there called Funeral. Funeral. Did you get in the shower? Or you already took a shower? Shot. It's a song on there called Funeral. It's on the before playlist or I don't see it. Oh, by Sammy. You sure is right. Oh, like I could tag y'all in? Dang, we should do a Zoom. It is on before, Deanna. It is. It's by Sammy. So maybe on Friday, y'all, we should do a Zoom so we can really talk back and forth to each other. Because I mean, I get on YouTube because I'm trying to get my views up and I'm trying to get my hours and stuff in. But I think we should get on Zoom on Friday for Shy Fridays and we could talk about this. That way we can for real discuss 3 if we want to. We could throw some book 4 in there if we want to. What y'all think? Y'all want to get on Zoom on Friday? Raise your hand if you want to get on Zoom. Raise your hand if you want to Zoom on Friday. Keep it in the refrigerator. Don't be trying to sneak in my video. Find something to do here. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but I'm gonna figure that out. I'm definitely gonna figure that out. So what time do y'all want to do Zoom on Friday? Kennedy gone for real. Dang. My daughter, y'all want a kid? I got an 11-year-old daughter here for y'all if y'all want to have her because she just acting. What time? Come on, you want to say hi real quick? Come on so you can get on up out of here because you ain't finna get right where me. Hi, guys. This is my daughter. Hey. Say hi.
Hi, viewers.
Bye-bye. What time y'all want to do Zoom on Friday? I get off work at 4:30. Okay, I'm gonna send her right to Georgia with you. Don't worry, I'm gonna pack all her stuff and she gonna be ready. Off on Fridays. See, Zoria, you have to put me on the show work at home off on Fridays again because I can't handle it. Oh, okay. Off at 7 on Friday. Okay, so what time, Deanna, you want to do like 7:30 or 8 o'clock? That way I can for real record a video and then get on the Zoom and figure out how to record that on there too. Y'all just let me know. That's what I said. Like, Zoria, hook me up. She work from home and she off on Fridays. Like, I'm jealous over here. Whole jealous over here. Okay, so we'll do 8 o'clock on Friday. I'm going to set the Zoom up and I'm going to send it to y'all. We're going to be Zooming. Zooming. I think so. I'm in Ohio. Deanna in Georgia. Where you at, Zoria? What time is it right now? Where you at? It's 8:21 where I'm at. Girl, you ain't that far from me. I said I wanted to go there for my birthday. Is it 8:21? Oh, so it's 7:21 where you are. So when we do it on Friday, it's gonna be 8 our time, 7 your time. My birthday in October. Don't make me have to send you a message about trying to figure out what to come down there and get myself into. Because I wanted to travel somewhere that was close but not far. Okay, so Friday we Zoom in at 8 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock for Zoria time. Okay. Definitely kick it. We gonna talk after I get off here. All right. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all so much for coming to my live. Okay. For coming to my live and watching with me and making me so excited to kick it with y'all. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye, Juju Bees.